Today I'm going to be installing a Rubbermaid linen closet shelf. You've seen this shelf before probably in laundry rooms, basements, closets. These shelves can be an economical way to add a lot of storage space in several different rooms in your house and on several different wall types, including concrete. Many unfinished basements will have either a poured concrete wall or a concrete block foundation wall. Mounting one of these wire shelves to concrete is not difficult with the right tools and a little bit of know-how. Installing on drywall is easy. You would have just drilled 1/4-inch holes in the drywall and used the included anchors. And better yet, use a stud finder to get at least some of the screws into studs for the brackets. But what about a concrete wall? If your basement wall is a concrete block wall, I recommend you check out my video on mounting a TV using just concrete screws. These are Tapcon concrete screws, only about 1.5 inches long. The 1/4-inch Tapcon screws can hold up a lot of weight. In that video, I show you how to drill through concrete block and install the anchors. In my case, I have a very old poured concrete wall, very large aggregate, a solid concrete wall. I'm not going to use concrete screws. I would rather use expansion anchors, large expansion anchors. These particular anchors can hold over 400 pounds shear weight. So I'm going to be using them on the lower anchors of the brackets. The shelf is going to want to pull out of the wall from the top. The force is going to be pushing down into these brackets into a shear force. So let's get to it. The first step is to figure out where you want to put your shelf. Putting your shelf in a closet or a tighter space, you can actually use a hacksaw to saw this shelf to the correct size, and you can use these little caps that come with the kit to cover the exposed metal. The tools you'll need, if you're drilling into concrete, you'll need a drill, preferably a hammer drill or a drill with a hammer setting, and definitely some sharp masonry bits and a level. You also need a hammer to tap in these anchors and the nails, which work pretty much the same way as any plastic expansion anchor. When the nail is driven in, it separates and pushes the two parts of the anchor behind the wall and in the wall to hold a lot of weight. You're going to want to use the level to make sure the shelf is level horizontally where you want to set the shelf. Draw a line with a pencil. Pretty much anywhere on this line you can put the anchors. So make a mark where you want to put the anchors. When you drill, you want to start out slowly. Put it on the drill setting so the bit doesn't want to wander around. If you do that, your shelf will be out of level. Or worse, some of the anchors may not even clip onto the wire shelf. Once you have a good indentation in the concrete, then you can set it to hammer. When you're drilling, make sure your drill is held square to the wall, which means it's level and perfectly perpendicular to the wall. Always drill deeper than the length of the anchor and try to get as much dust out of the hole as possible. For the upper anchors, you can tap them in with a hammer and then drive in the nail before you put up the shelf. Now it's time to hold up the shelf. Put the shelf in the hooks in the upper anchors, and you want to hold your level perpendicular to the wall this time. So you want to hold up the level, put up the brackets, and then put a mark where you want to have your lower anchors. Do this for each bracket. These particular anchors require a 5/16 bit, but look on the packaging of whatever anchor you're using, or if you're using the supplied anchors, it would be a 1/4-inch bit. Just like before, make sure you're holding your drill square. As you drill in, you want to make sure you just drill in steadily without letting it move around and making a larger hole, or else the anchor will not work. Tap in your anchors and then put up your bracket, and then you can drive in the screw. If you're using the supplied anchor, you'll actually put the entire anchor through the hole in the bottom bracket and then tap in the nail. This will expand the bracket in the wall to hold it very securely. So there you have it. Here is your Rubbermaid shelf on concrete wall, which will work on solid concrete or any other type of masonry, including concrete block or even brick. Be sure to watch my video on how to attach wood to brick to see how to drill into brick and how it's a little bit more difficult because the brick is much more dense, but you can use the same principles. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe for more tips.